So, do you guys remember, not from the last video, but from the video before that, where I talked about, someone playing victim while also putting their hands on someone? Yep. Seems like someone's fucking done it again. So this video is by Aber and Preach, and they show some footage of a woman on vacation, a British woman, who tries to have a go at an Australian football fan. Does it go well? Well, judging from the title, I don't think it did. But as you know, on this channel, I don't like making it easy for you, so we're going to do a bit of a guessing game. Yes, a guessing game with yours truly. Oh, the joy, the wonder, the excitement that's about to unfold. So yes, guys, I'm going to give you some options, and let's see if you get it right. But no cheating, okay? No cheating. I want you to comment it down below which one you choose. And I better not see it edited, because I know. I'll know, bitch. I'll fucking know. So what happened? Either A, where they just had, she punched him and he was like, oh, good show, madam, good show. I mean, I cannot believe that was a fantastic whack. It did a lot of damage, but do you know what? I must say, it has been a delight coming face to face with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your holiday. Or was it B, where she punched him and she just realised who she punched? It was the Australian Mario, and he saw her as a Goomba. And what does Mario do to Goombas? I think you know.
Goomba, fuck you!
Or was it C, where she punched him? He liked it. They went back to her place for a night of light sensual kissing and a lot of exotic fruit. So down below, if you've chose A, B or C, well, you would be wrong, motherfucker, because there's a secret option. Yes, you just got D'd. So option D was she punched him and he didn't take that lightly and hit her back. So it's time to discuss this and see it for ourselves. So yes, my freaks and foreskins, sit back, relax, and enjoy the madness. Grab your popcorn, grab your cola, grab your cereal, grab your chicken tikka masala, and let's just get down to business as usual. Just watching and reacting, me doing stupid things, just to try and make you laugh, because I'm funny, okay? I'm funny! Because my fucking counsellor told me so!
The footy finals celebration, but ended in a sickening confrontation. A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of a passing woman who lashed out. His response sent her flying.
Disgusting. I think it's vile. I think awful. Like, I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a okay reaction to have.
It's disgusting to see.
And just went to push him away, to just be leave me alone sort of thing, and then he punched me.
What? So he was waving his scarf in her face, trying to wind her up or whatever, and her response really should have just been like, don't wave your scarf in my face, dick. And then they just go their separate ways. But no, instead she had other ideas and tried to summon her inner Roman Reigns and tried to Superman punch him. And she caught him. He didn't look happy about it, and then he just... This whole thing could have been avoided. I mean, I don't know if there was drink involved or whatever. Like they said, it was after a football game, so people were probably drinking and just being stupid or whatever, just being a bit silly. But yep, she shouldn't have punched him, and he shouldn't have punched her. It easily could have been avoided. That's all I have for it. I mean, I gotta give some props to her though. I mean, going for a fucking Superman punch. Usually they would go for a fucking kick to the groin when it comes to us men, but fair play to her. For someone who's taller than her, she tried to, she caught him. But, like I said, it's not the best thing to do. Just keep your hands off people. I understand he was doing that whole thing with a scarf, being an idiot. But you should have just walked on and just said to your friend, no, just another dickhead. It's not worth my time giving my attention to that idiot. But no, instead you took matters into your own hands and it backfired. I swear, people need to think things through before they do them. I mean, I know we all make mistakes and we tend to react like this when we're pissed off, frustrated, or whatever, just having a bad day overall. But still, just keep your hands to yourself. And also when they said it was disgusting, it was vile, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's just two people being stupid. That's my opinion right there. Just, it happened. So, People, man, people.
I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a okay reaction to have.
It's disgusting to see.
And just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone sort of thing. And then he punched me.
Well, that's not what happened.
No, he waved his flag, you punched him, and then he punched you back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah. You got it.
Listen, I went on this podcast, right? And then this lady told me, like, yeah, we were talking about me growing up and shit. I said something that had nothing to do with what we was talking about. I said, like, I was talking to a girl that was clowning me. And I said, like, yo, I fought for less than that. And then the lady said, well, you wouldn't punch a woman. I'm like, well, that's very contextual. That's what I responded. And she's like, what? I'm like, what? You mean ever? It depends on what happens. I can't, that question isn't complete. Like randomly like that, punching a woman? Of course not. That is crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't punch a man in that circumstance.
I wouldn't punch a woman. I wouldn't punch it. But if someone comes to me and punches me, I might defend myself. But if that's a woman, hence the reason why, like, this a woman, she's not as strong as you. So if you know you're not as strong as me, why would you come and fight me? Why would you lay your hands on me?
Do you know what? That's all she was doing was pushing him away. I agree with her fully. I mean, you can clearly see by the footage, you know, she didn't actually Superman punch him. It was just her way of saying get away. You know, you see it in the octagon when someone does a Superman punch, you know. They're just telling the opponent to get away from them. They just saying, leave me alone. Leave me alone, damn it! Why do people not realise, right, that everything these days is usually recorded? And you can easily get caught out to be a liar in this situation. And she did, you know. There it is, playing victim. Like, I feel that women who do this are just the type of people that just want to get in a cheap shot. And if things go wrong, then they know they have a plan B, which is to make the guy look like the villain. Like, oh, she didn't do anything. She was just walking along the street and then he just punched her. And that's it. Just out of a drunken rage or something. But clearly doesn't know that, yep, there was footage. And she reacted to him putting his flag in her face. And by the way, even Preach said it was a flag. So was it a flag? Or was it a scarf? I thought it was... I don't know. Why do I care as much? And the thing is, right, I agree with what Preach said, you know? Like, why would you try taking on someone who is, like, bigger than you and just clearly stronger than you over something so stupid? Like, you don't know how that person's going to react, and, well, she found out the hard way because she probably thought that she was going to get a punch in, or maybe a few, and the guy wasn't going to hit back because he was a guy. But like I said, it could be drink fueled as well. You know, he could have had a few drinks and just said, oh, fuck it, you know. I don't want anyone, you know, punching me tonight or putting their hands on me. And of course, I agree with the whole, like, you know, if it was a guy on a guy or a woman on a woman, right? If you think that you can just go up to someone and just punch them, don't expect to not get anything back. That's just how it works, you know? Like, I hate that there's some people that feel that they have this some sort of, like, protection, like this sort of bubble. Like, and it's just so fucking stupid. Like, you don't know what someone's capable of. Just chill your tits. Chill your balls.
Why would you lay your hands on me? I know GSP is stronger than me. He could probably fold my clothes with me in it. But that don't give me the right to go over there and smack him upside the head. Not expecting retribution or whatever. But she's a woman. So why is she fighting me? Listen, if I'm going to a cop and I smack him and I'm like, well, he has a gun, so he doesn't have the right to fight me, he will wallop.
He'll shoot you.
The fuck out of me.
He'll shoot you.
If I know that and I have a full functioning brain, why would I do that? Why do I feel comfortable to go to people that are more strong than me and punching them? The rule is not women or men. Nobody should hit nobody. And then she cut the whole segment off.
She didn't put it up live?
She didn't put it up live. I was like, I stand behind my statement, my girl. She's like, but she's a woman. I don't care. If you punch me and it happened on the line of the job, it is what it is, my girl. I'm not gonna let you have one up on me because you are a lady or because you're smaller than me or because you weigh less than me. I don't have to do that kind of mathematics. If you weigh less, if you are less strong, why are you even if you are stronger than someone, why are you putting your hands on someone? The reverse. If I'm bigger than someone, I'm not gonna put my hands on someone. Not because that person is not as strong as me, because you don't put your hands on people. That's it. And if I put my hands on someone that is less strong than me and hell comes back to me it's just something that happened.
That's why I feel like common sense these days in some people is just lost. Like, someone who is smart could look at someone who is a lot bigger, a lot stronger, a lot faster than them, and just in their head, something will clock in, basically saying that I don't see any benefit of fighting this person. Because if I do, I'm going to get my ass whooped. You know what I mean? So I think it's best that I just back out of this and just walk away with whatever dignity I have left. But instead of doing that, people just think that, you know, they can take on the world. You know, they can just punch whoever they want and do whatever they want. But don't realize that there are repercussions. And those repercussions are fuck around and find out. And that's the reality check that this woman had. Because even if the guy was, you know, waving his flag in your face, you know, trying to, like, you know, wind you up a little bit, it still doesn't give you the right to Superman punch him. Because if you do that, you're starting shit. In that moment, he probably doesn't care because you probably caught him on the jaw. And that's made him mad. He's not thinking. And that's just what happened. And also, don't do all this fucking bullshit where you go like, oh, but you're basically pussying out then, aren't you? But that's not the thing. You gotta play smart. You gotta be fucking smart. Like Preach was saying, right? If you took on like George St. Pierre, right? That would be a bad fucking idea. It's the same if I took him on as well. It would be a bad fucking idea. And I know it would be. And I also understand this whole thing where like if someone's bigger than you, if someone's like stronger or faster, that doesn't necessarily mean they can fight. Or like, you know, you could get someone, right, who is like really, really big, you know, and everything like that, and they just don't like violence. They are the way they look because they just do a lot of weights, a lot of like gym or whatever, but they don't like fighting. And the fact that she has the gall to lie about it. Because let me tell you something, right? I'm going to tell you this right here, right? If she punched him, I'm just saying, if she punched him and she knocked him out or knocked him over and badly hurt him, do you know what she's going to do? She's going to say that, yes, that's strong women power. And everyone's going to laugh at the guy. Either that, or she's going to continue to play victim, saying that, oh, he started it, so I shouldn't get any, like, into any trouble. Or whatever, like that. But because it backfired, that's just what people do. Like, I didn't start it, they did. Which, yeah, he did sort of, like, start it with the whole, like, you know, the flag thing, but still doesn't give you the right. You come across a lot of, you know, dickheads in this world. You just got to get on with it. You know, if they're doing something as harmless as that, just don't start something which you can't finish.
What were you saying?
No, nothing. Let's keep watching.
The confrontation happened on September 21 after Brisbane beat Geelong in the prelim final.
There was a lot of them, so that was just really intimidating.
Polly, an English tourist, had been out celebrating her time here in Melbourne with a friend. Instead, she was left in hospital with a broken jaw days before her 20th birthday.
Happy birthday, bitch!
Well, I gotta say that birthday present was a real big surprise. I mean, that was out the blue. Absolutely jaw-dropping.
That was awful.
Well, you can't blame me for trying.
Leave!
It was really scary because, like, obviously this isn't my country.
So maybe you should learn how to act.
So why are you gonna punch someone? You're not in your country. You're gonna punch someone.
If I'm steel manning this girl, I get it. You're out and about, someone's waving your flag in your face, it's annoying. But after most sporting events, holidays, St. Patrick's Day, I'll walk around, people yelling all kinds of stuff, they're waving flags. It's part of being in society. That's not grounds for you to go and punch somebody because you didn't like the flag, they waved a flag. Nobody put their hands on you. If you'd have grabbed your ass, I would have said send his ass to jail. If you'd have put his hands on you, I would have been right behind you. They're just waving flags. They're just celebrating after a game. It's normal shit. You may not like it, that's fine, I get it. You can't punch somebody. And then you can't cry and then pretend you didn't punch somebody after they punch you back, bitch.
No, you can't. You can't do that. You're going to pretend that your whole side of the story didn't happen? Nah, man.
It's on camera.
It's like...
You know, it feels like I'm watching that Men in Black movie. Some point just memory wiped.
He just punched me. He just punched me.
Yo. So you just forgot everything that happened?
He just punched me.
Okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. Where was he?
In the street.
Send that fucker to jail right now. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like we got brainwashed by alien
100%.
technology. Let's watch.
I had stitches going from like the left side of my cheek all the way like round to like here.
After a cross-border manhunt for the Brisbane Lions fan, late today, he handed himself into police. He'll now give his side of the story before investigators decide...
What do you mean?
I'm with Preach on this one. Like, what do you fucking mean? Like, you just watched the footage right there. It was clear as day. He wound her up. She retaliated. She couldn't finish the job, and he decked her. Like, I don't think there's much more to it, really. You know? My God. And the fact that, like, the thing is, when it comes to people like this, they tried to do this whole, like, try to make you feel sorry for them. Like, oh, it's okay, you'll be okay, you know, we're all here for you and stuff like that. We know the bad man hit you. But the thing is, like, I just don't feel sympathy for these people. Because you are a grown adult, you made your decision, and it backfired. That's just how life goes. There's consequences, baby. There's consequences. And hopefully that gives her a reality check where, you know, just... that'll teach her not to do it again. To put her hands on someone. To start shit that she can't finish. So, yeah. She learned a valuable lesson that day.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't even know what
his side of the story is right there.
It's on camera.
That's his side of the story.
Let's see what happened to him.
And I know we're gonna get some flack for that. We are. But under no circumstances you should hit anybody. Now, if the person touches you, that's something else. It's just like hitting, right? If you
Good
touched,
Lord.
What happened?
I hate the way, like, there's no articles on a follow-up, so I'm assuming the man didn't get charged, because that's what it sounds like. But it says, young woman whose jaw was broken by violent footy fan on Swan Street breaks her silence. She came with big travel plans. A footy thug in Richmond broke her jaw. Crazy. I swear to God, if you guys would have just reversed these genders, 1,000% none of these headlines exist. I mean, to be honest with you, this young woman is violent.
She is.
She's a violent person.
She's a violent person.
Someone, all they did was just wave a flag and she decided to throw punches. If a man did that, you guys would think he's absolutely violent. And I would agree with you.
That's crazy.
And we need to stop this whole, oh, you know, it's a woman. Listen, a lot of you ladies, you have to control your violent impulses. Same way a lot of men need to when they go out and they get mad. A lot of you ladies turn to violence when you guys get frustrated, when you guys don't emotionally get your way. Yeah, I'm not with it. So, no, fuck this bitch. I don't care if she got punched. They broke her jaw. Good. Hopefully she learns a valuable lesson. You're 19, you're small, and you're fucking weak. Don't throw no punches. Because, bitch, you can't take them. You know what this makes me think of? That Samuel L. Jackson movie, Mr. Glass.
Yes.
Where he walking around and you just put your fingers on him and his bones break. You know what he didn't do?
Go up and put up the people and fuck them up.
Because the bitch knows that everything's going to break. That's what some of you ladies are. Stop it. A lot of you get away with violence because men let you. And other men enable it. Other men allow you to be a violent other men because they can jump in and they protect you.
Thing is, right, this is why I don't take certain journalists seriously. You know, because you get these fucking articles where they're worded just a certain way. If you're calling him a violent footy fan, then you've got to call her violent as well. But of course they're not going to say that. They're going to say that she was a victim and she was cowering in fear. You know, she was fearing for her life because this thug came up to her and just started throwing hands. Do you know, alright, I wouldn't be surprised, right, from these journalists, if it was reversed, if the roles were reversed, that they just said, like, oh, innocent woman attacks man after the man forcefully gave her a hammer to use on him. Oh, what a horrible person that man was. Why would he do that? Disgusting behaviour from the man. He took those hammer shots like a pussy. What was wrong with him? That is disgusting. This innocent woman trying to defend herself. And this man he wouldn't take any more shots. He tried to fight back. He tried to fight back. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of brain damage, Why would he do that? Putting his hands on a woman after she was just innocently whacking away with a hammer. I mean, I know there was no hammers involved. I'm just like trying to make a shit-like joke out of it. But you know what I mean. Like, if the roles were reversed, like, it would either be worded a certain way still, or just there would be crickets. Like, there would be like no one talking about it because they don't want to talk about it, because otherwise they'll have to defend the man, which I don't think they want to do. And don't get me started on those fucking white knights. Oh my god, what a bunch of idiots. What a bunch of idiots. Can I please have a possibility of getting a nice crumb of pussy if I just save your life? I mean, I understand, right, well, it should be whether it's a woman or a man, if someone's in trouble and you want to help them, then that's a good thing. You're being a good person, you're being brave there, But when it comes to this sort of situation, yeah, you don't need to be a white knight here, But of course, there are going to be white knights. Because, there's women involved. And they see an opportunity for maybe a way to get in. Who knows? But, yeah, it's just dumb, man. And I do agree with ABBA. I feel that, obviously men enable the whole, you can't hit women back and everything like that. Like I said, I've already given my thoughts on the whole, situation. I wouldn't hit a woman unless they were trying to end me. Because funny enough, right, I wouldn't care if it was a woman in that situation because I don't want to die. Which I think is reasonable, It's reasonable.
Hey, man, listen. I don't feel bad for this girl. If she does it again, I hope she gets punched again. And I hope anybody who decides to punch other people very willy-nilly gets punched in the face too.
So, and that's the thing. Like, some of y'all walk the streets and act like you've never been punched.
Yes.
And it really changes your perspective.
And it shows.
Of having your skull and all your bones shake inside of your body. You walk around disrespecting people, putting your hands on people like you've never been punched in the face, and like it's never gonna happen to you. Like some of you don't want equality. You want a handicap.
I'll say this, man. As someone who's both won and lost fights, losing fights is always 100 times worse. It's always that's why you just try not to get into them again. It don't matter how many fights you win; those losses are always gonna haunt you way more. So that's why people be like, "Bruh, listen, I might beat the person up. Who cares? If I lose, that's the shit that really sucks."
Keep your hands to yourself.
You know what she said? You know what she said? She said one thing that's so telling too. She said, "Oh, I felt so scared. I was surrounded." Bitch, all the more reason to keep moving. You know what I never thought of doing? Seeing 4 dudes and thinking I want to start a fight with your dumb ass. You know how many times I see motherfuckers get stomped the fuck out? And you went up against 4 dudes. That's how I know you never been punched in your face.
You going to a man, a full-grown man, all right, and punching him. You guys don't realize that that's the representation of privilege.
Absolutely.
You saying, I'm going to go out there.
Yeah.
With this accompanied man.
Yeah.
And he's accompanied by women. He could have taken that punch and it's another girl that would have broke your jaw.
I think he was with some dudes.
It could have been that. But even if it was some dudes, you're going to go fight with him? There is something wrong with you.
Yes, because why not? Why would you not start a fight with a guy who's in a group of other men? I mean, it's just a wise thing to do, really, isn't it? Like, that's the whole thing about, you know, because she feels she's a woman, the others won't join him because she's a woman, you know? Of course, if it was a man, you'd probably get the others stomping you out as well, you know? And the thing is, right, when it comes to, you know, being violent, right, I am against, like, being violent. But I think if you decide to do things like this, you know, then I think getting a punch in the face is needed to bring you back down to earth. You know what I mean? Because clearly you're in this sort of like mindset where like, oh, I can just attack whoever. I mean, what are they going to do? I can attack this guy. What is he going to fucking do? You know? I think I'm tough enough to take him on. And then that happens. I just think people like this need a hit to their ego. You know? That's what they need. They need that reality check. It's as simple as that. Like, maybe she's had fights with other women before. You know? Maybe she's won some. Maybe she's lost some. And then she just tries to take on a man. And just think like, oh, I've won fights before with other women. What's not saying I can't take on a man? And then that happens. And it doesn't go well. I mean, that could be the case, but who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But yeah, maybe she just has, you know, anger issues. So, and her lid just flips so easily. Sometimes your ego just needs to be hit. You need to take a hit with your ego. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was like 16, I had that sort of ego, you know, I thought I was untouchable. You know, I thought I could just annoy people when I wanted to, you know, and get away with it. And then one day when we were doing a sports session, this guy just had enough of me and elbowed me in the face. So yeah. And at the time, obviously, I was angry and furious. I stormed off, you know. And you know what? I deserved it. And in a way, it brought me back down because I was like, do you know what? I shouldn't be thinking and doing this sort of shit. I shouldn't have this mentality because I'm just going to get myself into, like, just deep shit. And that's the thing. I got humbled. I did. I got humbled. So, like I said, a lot of us have taken a punch to the face or whatever throughout life, and that's just what happens. So, yeah. And now I just do things, you know, I just be more smart about it, you know? I think things through.
Bro,
There is something very wrong with you.
I'll add an extra layer. This is after a sporting event. You're fighting a fan. That means other fans are in the street. You know how crazy that is? As me, like that's me, like going to London, for example, and they just finished a game. Let's say I'm in fucking Birmingham, okay?
Birmingham is a fucking shithole. I hate the fucking place.
They just finished a match, and all of a sudden, their fans are swarming the street, and I pick a fight. Do you understand that can go from a 1v1 to a 20v1 and not the dating kind? I'm talking about adult videos, browsers, foot on ass, foot in ass. Yeah, foot in ass.
I can just imagine a brawl going on, like, maybe it's a 20v20. Just, everyone just punching the shit out of each other. And then you just get one guy, like, the camera just pans to his face and it's just wide-eyed, like you know what just happened to him. It's not showing, you know, the bottom end, but it's showing just his face. Like you can just tell the soul has gone from his body. Like he can't even react to what just happened to him. The guy didn't just kick him so hard in the ass, he was inside him. Pause.
Have you seen a stomping? Nothing is sacred.
Nothing is sacred.
Okay, so, guys, something can be annoying. Do not get violent. And especially don't get violent if you're not used to being violent. The only thing I was missing from that video is that 4 of the niggas was stomping the shit out of her. I'd have been like, oh, nigga,
No,
you know what we just reached? Gender equality. What are you going to say? That'd have been too much?
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Equal rights, equal foots.
Nah.
What? It'd have been too much?
I mean, I'm just for you punch me, I punch you.
Hold up. You think it would have been too much?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. If that was a man throwing that punch and then he gets stomped by all the homies, you still think that's too much?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think if you go punch somebody and then their homies jump in, you don't think that's perfectly fine?
No, I don't think that's perfect.
Oh, I completely disagree. So if I'm minding my business, I'm walking with my homies, and then you punch one of us, you get stomped the fuck out.
Yeah. If you're minding your yeah.
Well, what did he do?
Yeah, if you're minding your business, yeah.
So what did he do? All he was doing was waving the flag, and she threw a punch. You know damn well if this was a man who just threw a punch at a random dude in a group of 4, and he gets stomped out afterwards, you would have never said that's not fair.
He's right.
See, even you have that little bit. Even I have it too.
No, because I didn't really understand what you. I thought you wouldn't think that.
She deserved a stomping.
Yeah, she deserved something. She deserved something.
And a lot of people are going to disagree with that sentiment. I get why. But 100%, if you was walking with your homies and somebody just launched a punch at one of your friends, you guys would have stomped them out and not even thought twice about it. But maybe I'm wrong.
It's just like the Instagram.
Was he?
Yeah, because a woman nipple is not the same as a man nipple. You understand what I'm saying? If it was like a female, all the females would stomp her, they wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, you need to stop saying that shit, bro.
I need to stop saying that.
You need to stop saying that shit. That's the reason why women don't play with their nipples.
They don't.
But because of shit like that. But
no,
you know what they are saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what's out there. I'm noticing the fact that what's out there. I'm not saying we should be there.
But that's wrong.
I know it's wrong.
Okay, good. Play with our nipples.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just telling you what's out there.
Men like it, even if they say they don't.
Men like what? Don't like what?
Force yourself on their nipples.
Men don't like what?
Nipple play.
Hey, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Men love it. Just do it. Anything else?
Hey, yo.
That's not even an ayo. What's ayo about that? You have nipples, they feel good.
Man, I don't feel anything about nipples.
Because he doesn't know. Hey, you know what?
I do know. I just don't feel. Some people do, some people don't.
Anything else? Anything else?
Nah.
Alright, that's it.
Shut that shit.
So yeah, that was a great ending right there. I mean, I love Preacher's reactions to the shit that ABBA comes out with. I mean, it's just great. It is fun to watch. But yeah, I would say she got off lightly. Because if this was a woman doing this to a group of women, the group of women would have attacked her. They would have stomped on her. And if it was a man attacking a man who was in a group, and then the group would be attacking the man, they'd be stomping him out. So, I'm just saying, yep, if she were a man, she would have got stomped out. She would. She would have. She got off lightly. A broken jaw, that's it. That's all. You may think that it's terrible, but that's the truth. She would have got a lot worse. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was another great video by ABBA and Preach. I enjoyed it. You know, I agreed with most things that they said. When it comes to the two people, yep, it was just a stupid decision on their part. Mostly on the woman because she escalated it and it backfired. So, and then of course she went on the news and just said that she was the victim, yada yada yada, and the guy was the villain. So she didn't really come out well in this, because now not only is people going to see her as like, oh, just plain victim, but they're also going to see her as a liar, you know, and violent. So yeah, guys, the moral of the story is, you know, try to play it smart. Don't be stupid, you know. Don't put your hands on other people. Unless you're trying to defend yourself. And also try not to be too much up your own arse. Like that foot that was up there earlier. Whose foot was it? It may have been mine. Who knows? You'll never know. So yeah, guys, give me your thoughts and opinions down below if you want. Remember to like, subscribe, all that good shit. The original video will be down below. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. So, thanks for watching. See you all over the next video. And I'm out. Men and peace. Hashtag play with your nipples. I'm all for that. Oh yes. Bit of nipple play.
Yeah. Ooh.